to ask you, Ambassador G, you you have the honor of working with Prime Minister Modi ji as well on a close quarter. Could you give us some more insight about him? Maybe things we don't know about him. What makes him tick?
Well,
He
let
works like
me
nobody I know.
let me put it to you like this. I don't work at close quarters, but I observe him from close quarters, if that is the correct way of putting it. Let me tell you this. As a special advisor in 3 African countries and in the remote Ladakh area of India, he's a man with his feet firmly planted on the ground. No pretensions. There are no airs. Doesn't claim to be a great intellectual, but he understands what the people want, and he gives that to them. And the people are very, very pleased with him. Wherever I go, they talk about it. We've been speaking about the citizenship thing for years. Nobody had the courage to do it. We had given this special status to the beautiful, beautiful state of Jammu and Kashmir. People talked about it. Everybody said, oh, you know, they are robbing us, they are stealing money, whatever, whatever. Nobody had the courage to do anything. He comes along and says, okay, buddy, it's gone. One other thing, ma'am, sometimes we don't listen to what he says. And in this, I think both of us have the same color of blood. Because he said something, and I've internalized that if you hurt me, perhaps I might forgive you. But if you hurt my mother, her name is India, I will neither forgive nor forget. And in a public speech in Patan, Gujarat, during the election in 2019, I was listening to him. And he has this habit of sort of wagging his finger. And he said in Hindi, he said, chun chun ke hisab lena meri fitrat hai, that I will, I'll settle the score with you. And he said, if you trouble my mother, in Hindi he said, to ghar mein ghus ke marunga. I'll get into your house and I'll beat you up. You can hide in the 7th purgatory. I'll bring you up from there. He says, don't mess with India. And then he said something very interesting. We had this little Air Force confrontation between the 2 countries. One of our planes was shot down, and the wing commander who was piloting the aircraft, he was taken prisoner, and then he was released very quickly. Yes. And the Prime Minister said something very interesting. He told the people of India, someday I'll tell you what happened. But if they hadn't released this guy, they would go around telling the whole world that Modi really beat us up. So I think I felt very proud when he said that. These guys released him very quickly. He's back. He's now performing his duties. So if I have to say something about the Prime Minister, I would say that there are 3 things that define his character. The first is integrity. The second is integrity. The third is integrity. And none can question his sincere, boundless love for India. In Kargil, I'm a special advisor, and there I'm a Buddhist by acceptance, if one might say so. My mother was Buddhist. So there's a huge statue of the Lord Buddha at a place called Apati in Kargil. It's about 100 feet high, same family as the Bamiyan Buddhas, which were destroyed by the Taliban in Afghanistan. It's 2,000 years old. And I requested the Indian Army to put a little tombstone for me at the feet of the Lord. And what it says, ma'am, if you don't mind, I'll repeat it to you.
Please do.
In my own hand, it's written Deepak Vohra, Indian, 1951, the year I was born, to eternity. And below that it says, scattered in the dust, silent I remain. When India's bugle calls, I will rise again.
Wow.
And I'm told that when one of the big fellows saw it, his eyes were moist. And he asked that, who is this incurable romantic? When he was told, he said, oh, I know the guy. Truly, truly, he's obsessed with his mother. Her name too is India.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content and to support our work, please visit citti.net. धन्यवाद. नमस्कार.